After waiting for 7 years, the longest expressway in Africa, 473-kilometer Nairobi Mombasa Expressway, it's now a reality. This project, which is aimed at costing Kenyans 555.09 billion, has now moved to a development phase. This is after the Kenyan president went to US and oversee the signing of this contract with American company. This project will be done at a public-private partnership where the company will construct the expressway and then collect toll in return as the way of paying the debt. The money to construct this project will come from American pensioner and some will be from international investors and some from Kenyan investors. So for the government, it will not be doing anything. It will not invest any single money on this project. All the money will be coming from investors. We will collect the money at a timeline which we don't know how long it will take. The expressway was first thought of on February 2015, and the government just hired PwC to do a viability and see whether it is a viable project. And after they have done due diligence, they come with conclusion that it can be a good project if government want to do it. But due to the price, the government didn't want to invest all the money in there, so they decided to find someone who can do it and get paid in return. So in 2018, they went out to hunt for any company which would be willing to do this project at a private partnership, private public partnership. Around 2018, there was a lot of company which was interested, but it seems the government was not able to find a company which was satisfied with this project. So after this, the project was it looked like it was not gonna happen, and Kenyans actually forgot about it until 2021, when the government and parliamentary budget office were to sign a contract with US based firm for them to construct this road. Unfortunately, it didn't go through and it failed again in 2021, only for it to happen in 2024 when the Ruto president was in the United States. The Mombasa Expressway will be a help and a boost to the economy of Kenya, because for you right now to go to Mombasa with a bus, it will take you allowed 8 to 10 hours. That is the minimum you can, and if there is something happening on the way, it will take you even 12 to even almost. Sometimes people sleep on the road because of a small accident. So the government for the longest time, they have been looking out to see how they can decongest this road. Remember, Mombasa, Nairobi is the biggest city, then followed by Mombasa. And being Mombasa is the capital port of Kenya, they need to know how to connect these two big cities of Kenya if Kenya plan to develop. And that's where they came up with this idea. And even if majority of people are arguing it is not the right move for now, considering we have a standard gauge railway which was just commissioned on around 2017, then it would be advisable for government to invest somewhere else, because right now we are not fully using standard gauge railway, and considering the amount of money will be used, it's so much, it will even exceed the amount of money used to construct standard gauge railway. For now, Kenya, the road which connects Nairobi to Mombasa is just a one-way road, which always have the most gracious road accident. If a road accident happen on that road, it's so gracious. Most of the time you find that everyone or almost everyone perish on a road accident when they are involved in it. It have killed a lot of people. And there is no any way government can be able to avoid that because it's a road which involve trucks. And since it's a long journey from Nairobi, majority of people find themselves tired or even asleep. So when the accident happen, it's out of people error, people's error, but it's because they are tired for driving all that wrong. And if the government want to reduce the amount of accident in Kenya, because that is the aim, they have first of all to tackle those roads which have a lot of accident. And by doing so, they just want to expand this road. Second off, it's very, very congested road. You can stay at this road even for 2 days for just a small thing which will happen. So for the government to be able to improve the kind of business which can come from Nairobi and Mombasa city being connected very well, they decide they want an expressway which can work very well. Remember, if I will be going to Mombasa with 4 hours, that means maybe a truck will take around 6 hours at most to travel from Mombasa to Nairobi. And for those people who are importing good, let's say from Kenya to Uganda, it will reach your destination maybe a day area or even 2 day area. That's what is the government thinking. It would be a good thing. But for me, I would say this: let's wait to see what will happen. Because if I was going to Mombasa, I would not use road unless I am out for a road trip. I better use a railway line which will take me 5 hours. I would not be tired and it's more secure. Considering the history of Kenya and road accident, I wouldn't choose to use that road. Second off, it will be a toll station. So if people will choose not to use the road, the government will be forced to pay their own because that is the agreements which they sign. If people will not use the road, the company will not go at a loss to wait for maybe another 10 year extra. The government will be paying to facilitate. There is the amount of money they should be correcting every single year. And if they cannot be able to correct, government will be catering for that. Let's wait and see. The project is hoped to be finished by the year 2026. It will be a good thing because it will open up some part of Kenya and it will open up some part of Kenya and it will help to ease congestion. Considering that the speed of this road will be allowed 120 kilometer per hour and some are suggesting they can go to up to 150 kilometer per hour the inner lane because the bigger part of the road will be 4 to 6 rain. They can be able to do this. The load will start from Gitaro along Nairobi Nakuru Highway, which is approximately 20 kilometers from Nairobi. Then they will move southeasterly direction through Gong, Ogatarogai, Kisaju, and Isinya, and they will rejoin the old or the existing Mombasa Road at place called Konza City. So this project also kind of will open up Konza City. Then the project will end up at Chagamwe roundabout, which it will be allowed 473 kilometers away from Nairobi. But when you include the distance which will come from Getalo all the way to that direct distance, it will add up to allowed total of 525 kilometer. That is the total length of the project. So this project, as much as will benefit Mombasa people, remember the bigger part of Kajiado is just somewhere unexplored road. So if this load will pass through Kisanju and Isinya, that are some part of country where it's nothing going on. So it will open up those town and you find people will start settling there. All I can say is this: for economical wise, it will not maybe make sense a lot considering we have already expressway where majority of people these days are importing good through, but For people who are looking to create job opportunity, it will create job opportunity for some few days, and then another opportunity for those people who will be working on toll station. So as much as government is trying to ease congestion, also it just won't create job opportunity in a country where over 50% of their youths are unemployed. So thank you for sticking around. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, so that you can be the first person to be informed when we will update you on the ongoing project. Turn the notification bell on, and thank you. Bye bye.